216 named University. It's not going to happen. However though, it will happen at Longbridge station. And there's a 323 on the platform here. Do you think Bulge might happen? Since I'm on this train, I might as well race them. Well, this is the last place I ended up wanting to be at. Hello there, SimOnTrains here. And you join me at Rugeley Town railway station on this foggy morning. It's typical because we always have the sun out when I'm working or at home, and when I come out to film trains it's just fogs. But anyway, before we get started with today's railway journey, I want to show you something that's recently installed at Rugeley Town railway station. It's these lovely new benches right here. I would sit on it, but they're a bit wet at the moment. So I'm not here to talk about benches, I'm actually here to talk about today's railway journey that I shall be embarking on. And this railway journey that I've got planned is going to be very interesting because it's going to take us onto the Cross City line. So hopefully a lovely round of Soho Bingo with the Class 323 electric multiple units. But the reason I'm on the Cross City line today is because there's two interesting movements that I shall be getting. But I'll be visiting 3 different railway stations. We shall be visiting Barnt Green, Longbridge and Kings Norton. But at Longbridge I should be getting a movement from Tyseley LMD to Long Marston if it runs. And at Kings Norton I won't be doing any filming of the trains there, but I shall be getting some Class 20s passing through there, going to Crewe, which starts at Kings Norton, because later on they'll be dragging a Merseyrail Class 777 EMU to Kirkdale. Sadly I won't be getting that. However though, I shall be getting the 0852 West Midlands Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Should be arriving now to pick me up and travel down the Chase line. So I now made it to Birmingham New Street, and right behind me is a cracking good image of a West Midlands Metro tram. It's not there, it might have fell through the cracks. Now unfortunately I actually arrived on platform 4, but this is why I got this 10 minutes at Barnt Green railway station, so I get over to platform 1 so I can film the trains on platform 1 at Barnt Green. So I'm just actually going to go over this footbridge just right behind me here and then start filming on platform 1. So I made it to the first railway station okay, without any trouble at all. And this, behind me here, is Barnt Green railway station. Now the Birmingham and Gloucester Railway opened in 1841. However though, Barnt Green did not see a railway station until May 1844. And the line to Redditch opened in 1859 by the Midland Railway, which took over the Birmingham and Gloucester Railway, which built the line and opened Barnt Green station. That's a new one right there, 313216, named University. Now I think how Soho Bingo is played is it's 2 points for a sighting, 5 points for a bingo if you get it at the correct station. This is Barnt Green, not University. Now however though, I did see on real-time trains, if it gets here quick enough, we might be getting empty stock work from Craig and Tilly to Plymouth Lara, which is a cross-country HST. Fingers crossed though, but I don't think we're going to get it here. So I've picked up a few more names at Barnt Green Station. 323, I can't remember the number, Gravelly Hill, and 323209 Birmingham New Street. Yes, there's a 323 named Birmingham New Street. But anyway, I will list all the entries I found for Soho Bingo at the end of the video. However though, Barnt Green Station, I do recommend coming to Barnt Green Station. It's a lovely place to film the trains at, and you do get some speeding class 323s here as well, heading towards Bromsgrove. Now I like to film at Barnt Green on platform 1 because there's a junction just up ahead, which is on screen now, and I will list the junction name at the bottom of the screen, which you can get some good shots of the trains arriving, departing and crossing over onto the Redditch line from here. The only disadvantage is there is actually a light that blocks your view a little bit. But other than that, it is a good location, and Barnt Green is also a good area as well, because I did a video last year when I explored the Redditch line, and that video will be listed in the pinned comment down below. I think the sun is actually trying to come out. But anyway, we are waiting for the 11:54 West Midlands Railway service, which will take us to Longbridge, our next location. Now I did say we were planning to get a HST through here, empty stock. It's not going to happen. However though, it will happen at Longbridge station, because it is running 15 minutes late. So we'll get that at Longbridge Railway Station, and hopefully get this Tyseley to Longmarston move at Longbridge as well. So they're the two interesting movements I'm planning to get at Longbridge Station. But you just got to go to Longbridge because it is a beautiful location to film trains at. Anyway, the 11:54 should be arriving now to pick us up to take us to Longbridge. Now a special thank you goes to Jacob's Rail Adventures, Mr Donington, because he's actually told me what's actually on this Tyseley to Longmarston working today, and it is a good working to capture at Longbridge Railway Station. 37 611 with 3 class 196 DMUs being dragged. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing that at Longbridge railway station. If there's a perfect location of the cross city line, this is it right here. This is Longbridge railway station. And it does have two platforms, but it has two fast lines here as well. And it's a lovely location to film trains at. One of the best locations in my opinion. Longbridge actually opened on the 15th of November 1841 by the Birmingham and Gloucester Railway. However, it did close on the 1st of May 1849. And it didn't reopen till 1978, when it was part of the West Midlands Passenger Transport Executive Scheme to open the cross city line from Longbridge to Four Oaks. The HST is coming right now, and there's a 323 on the platform here. Do you think bulge might happen? So I honestly thought we were going to get bowled out that HST with that Class 323. That didn't happen. And I thought we were going to get bowled out that 37 with the 196s with a cross-country Super Voyager. Luckily that did not happen. So it has really been that close, but we have got the workings through Longbridge. We are waiting for the 1301 West Midlands Railway service to Kings Norton. Now, I won't be filming at Kings Norton station apart from a couple of movements, but there's the movements of those 20s we saw earlier as I was going towards Barnt Green. Those 20s should be passing through Kings Norton just before 2 o'clock. So I now made it to Kings Norton station. Now I'm not going to be doing any filming here because, to be honest, I actually really don't like filming here because of the island platform, and you just you can't get onto it anyway because it's disused, and it's just awkward to filming trains here and photoing trains here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get something to eat at Kings Norton, and then I'm going to be on platform 4 to wait for this movement of the 20s to pass through. And now I'm on platform 4 at Kings Norton with a Subway sandwich. This costs $5.99, and you thought McDonald's were the evil dirty Robin. Anyway, we're going to be waiting for those Class 20s to pass through on, well, what is platform 3, which is disused. There should be nothing in the way when they pass. And then after that I'll go back towards Birmingham. I could be wrong with the theory that it's got to go through platform 3. Because I noticed down the bottom there is actually a signal and a point. So I reckon it's actually going to come in on platform 4. So in other words, I won't get bowled by it because it's going to be on the side that I'm on. So I now just left Kings Norton station. I'm actually on this class 323 as far as Birmingham New Street or Aston, because I'm planning on chasing those 20s to Walsall. Now, if I do the Wolverhampton Walsall service, I actually get there at the time the 20s passed. So it's going to be a tight one. I wasn't planning to race them, but I thought, well, since I'm on this train, I might as well race them. Problem is though, this gets in at 14:12, so I just missed the Rugeley train. So we'll see how it goes. Not going to promise that we're going to win, but we're going to go. Okay, let's put it like this. We've lost the race before it even left Birmingham, because the 14:27 to Walsall is running late. However, it gets here at 2:15, but it does a non-stop run to Walsall, but there's no point because that 20s are long gone before it gets there. So I'm just going to get the 14:47 back to Rugeley Town. Well, this is the last place I ended up wanting to be at, Cannock. Apparently there's some overhead issues in the Stour area, so trains can't leave Birmingham New Street to go by the Stour Valley lines. So that train was doing half an hour late. That's been terminated at Hensford, and I'm waiting for the 15:58 to Rugeley Trent Valley, which is not that far away, to be honest. So at least I've not got long here at Cannock.
I think I'll get there in time. See if he's dragging them out. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll grab Jamie and then I'll drive round yours because I ain't.
I think we get the point. I'm in the shed at St James's Street. Rugeley Town Station was a little busy when I got back, so I thought, right, I'll just get back home and do the ending in the shed. But we're going to talk about the 3 stations I visited today and getting back from Birmingham New Street. So we went to Barnt Green, no problems there at all, everything was fine. Went to Longbridge, again no problems, everything was fine. We got some class 323 EMU action. We did get the empty stock working of the Craig and Tilly to Plymouth Lara Cross Country HST. Nearly got bowled by 323 though. And we also got the 37 dragging some class 196 DMUs through Longbridge as well, which was actually planned to film them there, but I didn't know what it was till I got to Longbridge itself. And I'm not sure why they go to Long Marston to be stored, but I'm sure Mr. Darlington can comment why in the comments if he knows, or any other people know. So yes, Longbridge was alright. Then went to Kings Norton and got the 20 through Kings Norton, absolutely no problem at all. Didn't realise they were going to be on 4 till I got there. I thought they were going to pass on 3. So I decided, let's race them to Walsall, and to be honest, I would have lost instantly. They passed Walsall 20 minutes early. They passed Walsall at 14:34. So any train I would have got out of Birmingham, I would have lost instantly. So I just decided to call it a day, let's get back to Rugeley. But unfortunately, that's when the problems have started. Because I think the Transport for Wales Shrewsbury train and the cross-country Reading train got stuck in the tunnel. Apparently there's some overhead wire issues on the Stour Valley line out of Birmingham New Street, and that's what caused the delay. Like, you even see the footage that I got of the train stuck in the tunnel. So they're sending everything by Aston, including using the spur off Soho East Junction to go on to by a Soho Road to get to Aston that way. So there's some rare track that you could have bashed as well that day. So everything was going through Aston to get to Walsall, or go through Aston to get to Wolverhampton. But we did see Perry Bar Station, so we did get an update on Perry Bar Station on the way past as well, because the train slowed down for a red signal. But anyway, so the train I was on was running mega late. It was the 14:47. Didn't leave till 15:13, something like that. So they had to terminate that at Hensford to catch the time back. So I ended up getting off at Cannock. Just easier to get off at Cannock than Hensford. And then I caught the next train, the 14:48 from Cannock to Rugeley Town. Just easy doing it that way. But yeah, I did get back about half an hour late. Not a big deal, but apart from getting back home, everything was alright, to be fair. Now, Soho Bingo, I'm going to list the units I caught on the cross-country diverts now. So that's on screen. And then I'm going to add the units that I caught today while I was out and about. So there is a bit more units that I caught. And that's basically it. So feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below if you wish. I have been SimOnTrains. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you for another railway journey pretty soon.